Yo, this the Kid Big Skunky. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, check this out. Today, I'm going to be going over how to clone a blueberry plant, tree, so to say. I was at my cousin's farm. He has like a fruit farm or whatnot where he grows apple trees, pear trees, plum trees, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Look, you name it, he's growing it. He gave me some cuttings from his actual blueberry tree. When you're dealing with fruits and stuff like that, usually it takes fruits a long time before you even get a chance to see any kind of fruit production from that actual tree. So by taking cuttings, you actually cut that time in half. Now, this is something that takes time, people. This is not nothing that you rush. There's no possible way to rush it, to be honest with you. All you can do is just provide the proper climate, the proper environment, so to say, or whatever, and do the proper steps to get these things to hopefully take root. I have rooted things before. I have cloned things before, but they were not actual like woody trees. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you people. I was just gonna do it the old fashioned way with some old aloe vera and soak them in some water and just let them sit for a minute and, see if they take root and things like that. But I don't want to mess these things up. So unfortunately, certain things you have to take certain steps to get the results that you're actually looking for. Some things you just cannot bypass. I got all my little utensils here set out. I got my ruler because we're going to cut these cuttings down to like 6 inches. I also have my garden pruners, shears, or whatever you want to call them, so we can cut these. And I have mycorrhiza, great white mycorrhiza. Now, this is a staple in my garden collection, so to say, amongst all my materials and stuff that I have. This is mycorrhiza. This helps with phosphorus and potassium uptake, mostly phosphorus. But it's a rooting agent. It helps to expand the roots and grow more roots. It's a beneficial bacteria and a beneficial fungus that's healthy as hell for your plants. Look, go back through my other videos and you will see where I talk specifically about mycorrhiza. But this next product that I'm about to show you guys, I wasn't going to use this. I was not going to use this, but it is safe. It is safe to use. It's a rooting hormone. There's no chemicals in it or anything like that. You can actually purchase it from like Home Depot. It doesn't cost that much. I think it's no more than about maybe $5 or $6 or something like that. And it goes a long way. You can utilize this for a very, very, very long time. I've had this, I think, probably about 7 or 8 years, and I've barely put a dent in it. It is garden safe, take root. Now listen, I'm not sponsored by these people or anything like that. This is just what I use. This video is for educational purposes only, people. I use this as a rooting hormone, especially with these hard woody trees. Hey, today we're gonna show y'all how to do this process in hopes that we get some root development. So we have some blueberry trees growing. Oh yeah. Starting with this little cutting right here. Now I could easily take this and just plant it, but we want to, try to cut them in half to try to get as many cuttings as we can from the cuttings that we already have. Now, when you go to cut these cuttings, cut them diagonal. Cut them diagonal, boom, just like so. And you can see it's diagonal. Over here, I have a cup of water. Y'all can't see it, but it's a cup of water. And I have some aloe vera that we're going to put in here because I'm going to let these cuttings soak overnight just to get them a little soft on the ends before we actually dip them into this rooting agent. And we're going to put some mycorrhiza in there with it just to give it a little extra. All you do, just cut some pieces of aloe vera just like so. You just dump them in your water just like so. But after you cut your cuttings, just drop them off into your aloe vera water. Now, keep in mind, people, this is going to be a long video. Not this one, but let me say it like this. This is going to be an ongoing video. So this is something, like I said, it takes time, it takes patience. And if you've ever done this before, then you know what I'm talking about. But just because you don't see root development in the first week or the first 2 weeks or in the first month doesn't mean that they're not going to take root. Just continue with the process of keeping them moist and just babying them, just keeping them humid and keeping them moist. Now, we have to mist these things. This is a whole other process down the line that we're going to go over as the ongoing videos go. But we have to mist these things because when you have a cutting like this, it has no way of uptaking water because it doesn't have any roots. Even though, the stem is soaking in the water, it's not uptaking as much water as it needs to start producing life so to say. So we have to mist these things, and the water will soak in through these nodes, and that's how the little stalk get its water. Thank you, Rodney. These are some beautiful cuttings. I ain't gonna lie to you, they really, really are. And if I get them rooted, stuff like that, then hey, people, y'all can buy your blueberry trees from me. I know y'all looking like, Skunky, you don't know what the hell you doing. If y'all don't know that I know what I'm doing by now, then something is wrong with you. And y'all ain't gonna say that when y'all see these beautiful blueberry trees. Skunky, give me some blueberries. I ain't giving you shit. My wife in there doing her toes and she hear me in here. They give them shit. They give them shit, baby. And boom, that's what it looks like down off in there. Now we got the cuttings down in there with the aloe vera and all that good stuff. If you can see the water's turning green, that's from the aloe vera. The aloe vera is an excellent rooting agent. So I'm gonna run over this real quick. I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna proceed on, and then we'll go to the next clip in this video, or it'll just be another video. Like I said, this type of stuff here takes time when you're trying to get cuttings to actually take root. Let's go ahead and get started. We got our great white mycorrhiza, and we have our rooting hormone that we're going to use. So we left them sitting in this water overnight. They've been soaking long enough to where they will, take good to this transplant. So I just got a regular number 2 pencil, and we're just going to make a hole down in this pea pellet, just like so. There's the hole. What you want to do is get your rooting agent. Now, we're using this rooting agent here. Is Garden Safe Take Root, a rooting hormone. You open it up just like so. Grab you one of your cuttings out of the water. Dab it off a little bit. And we cut these cuttings at a 45-degree angle. They are all 6 inches long. So you take it and you just stick it in the rooting powder. Just like so. Shake it off. That's what it should look like. Let's get some mycorrhiza. Drop it down in that hole just like that. It don't take a lot, just a little bit. This stuff goes a very, very, very long way. That's right. Stick it down in the hole just like so. And we're gonna do our best to try to backfill this with some soil. Well, in this case, this is peat moss. Peat moss, boy. Say peat moss. That's my grandbaby. I told you he'd be learning as I be doing this. So you want a good connection. A good connection with the soil and the stem of whatever cutting that you're trying to get to take root. Give it a little push down. Make sure that it's in there. And voila, there you have it. Now, when you do this, again, the reason why I use the pea pellets is because when they start to root, we'll see the roots actually coming out the side or out of the bottom. And that's how I know if they took root. Other than that, you'll know if they took root by the little side shoots, those little knots that you see. They'll start to develop blooms, basically like leaves and flowers and stuff like that. Now we're going to have to mist this. So we're going to put it inside of the humidity dome, keep it hot and humid, and we're going to have to spray it almost like every single day. We're going to have to spray it. It needs to be sprayed at least like 2 times a day, simply because this is how the stem is going to get water. It has no roots, so it has to get water some kind of way, and we're going to do that by misting it. But yeah, you just stick it down in there just like that. That's what it looks like. Now, again, like I said, this type of stuff here takes time. So just because you don't see anything happening within the first 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever the case may be, don't discard them. Don't throw them away. Just give it some time. This stuff takes time, and it takes a long time too. So that's why I said this video is going to be an ongoing video. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm going to finish the rest of these. Hey, you guys have a wonderful, blessed evening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, and you tell them I said that. Hashtag that. Big Skunky. Come on, baby. Yes, ma'am. You gonna say it? Yeah. All right, folks. Skunky steals the show, call and response.
Let me hear you say